Anglers Extra.
Welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show. It's time for the Manager's Show on the field at Eldridge Park. I'm joined by John Schiffner. Schiff 2 days ago, coming off a loss, but still some positives even in that game. Alex Kalbick had 5 RBIs, a couple big hits. What did you see from him?
Oh, it's a great job. He's been struggling a little bit. He really needed it for his confidence, and he had some great at-bats off of lefties, so that's a big positive for him. So, moving on, we hope that continues. We'll see a lefty tonight, so we'll see what Alex can do tonight.
Another player who had a good offensive game, Chad Morgan, who seems to be doing an excellent job going the other way with the baseball. He had a single to the opposite field, and he hit a home run to right field. He only had 1 hit in the month of June, and now he's 8 for 20 in July. What's the biggest change you've seen in Chad's approach?
Well, he's just starting to have a lot more confidence in himself, and he's trusting himself and trusting what Pat's teaching him. And he's another one of the examples of, one of the kids that are really working hard with Pat. He's doing a great job.
What is it that you see from the kids who are working hard from Pat? What's the biggest change you see in those kids as the summer progresses?
Well, they've cut down their strikeouts. They're going to the opposite field more, which, if you're going to try to pitch in this league, you're either going to pitch way inside, or you're going to pitch away, or just, have unbelievable velocity. And, that's what they're doing is they're getting pitches deep in the count, or getting pitches deep in the at-bat as far as where they're hitting the ball, and they're getting real good wood on the ball, and that's what Pat's been teaching. Get good wood on it, get it deep, and drive the ball the other way.
What do kids have to do to get good wood on the ball here that might be different from making good contact in the college game?
Well, they have a little bit more wood to use. There's more sweet spot on the wooden bat than there is on the BB Core bat. But the other thing is they just have to, take the pitch that the pitcher gives you and hit that. Instead of, hitting the pitcher's pitch, you find the pitch you want, hit a mistake, work hard. It's a thinking man's game. You kind of have, I remember listening to a discussion Pat had with him about, what types of breaking pitches you get and what counts. So, you're going to get a breaking pitch down in a pitcher's count. You're not going to get a breaking pitch in a hitter's count most of the time, and if you are, it's going to be up. They're going to try to get that over for a strike. So if you're going to sit the breaking pitch in a hitter's count, look for it up. If you're going to sit, if you're going to, there's 2 strikes, the breaking pitch is going to be down, you're going to have to go get it or leave it alone because it might be a ball. So, and that's one thing that it's kind of funny where Pat teaches. He says strikeouts aren't as bad if you strike out on the right pitch. You don't want the out, but if you've covered the plate and the pitcher hits his spot, there's not much you can do. But so it's better than swinging at a pitch out of the zone than wasting the at bat, than trying to see if you can get that pitcher to throw to your spot. And sometimes the umpires call a little bit off the plate. Sometimes you guess wrong. But again, Pat doesn't emphasize we strike out a lot, but he does emphasize that a strikeout every once in a while isn't all that bad.
Looking ahead to this day's game, 2 days off, and there's a couple changes in the roster with players being sent home, but you told our writer, George Barclay, that if any team can withstand the 4 players being sent home, it's this team. What is it about this ball club?
Well, I think they just have a great deal of team unity. I think they really care for one another. I think they really pull for one another, and, I know they had an emotional kind of goodbye with the guys the other night, and, Pinder told them, hey, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep winning. Let's keep playing like we've been playing, and I think that's going to hold true for these guys. I think they understand that this is part of the game. Injuries are part of the game, and it's also part of the learning experience. They're going to experience this in pro ball. So they got to rally behind this, and, guys have to step up and take the at-bats up from Pinder, take the innings that Birdie was giving us and that McElhaney was giving us, and, step up. And that's what team is all about. And if there's any team that I've had that I think can do it, it's this one. These guys have great confidence in each other.
Are you looking for any specific players to step up in the absence, especially of Chad Pinder, who provided 25 RBIs for your team?
No one in particular. It's everybody. I mean, everybody's got to pick it up a little bit, not just some guys who may not have. It's the whole gang's got to pick it up to fill the void. I mean, we've lost 3 quality people and then 3 quality players, so we need everybody to step it up.
Tonight, an interesting move. Mike Francoso is starting at first base, and without Pinder and Knapp, who has a badly bruised toe, as you just told me, after getting hit a couple games ago. What are you going to do? Are you going to change a bit the rotation on people who play corner infield positions?
Well, a little bit. We'll just, Mike's played a little bit of first base. We're also getting Kurt Schluter's glove out of his bag. It hasn't been out in a while, and we're going to, kind of oil that up a little bit, and we'll get Kurt out there to play a little first base if we need to, and use him as a right-handed DH at certain times because he's going to play first base. It's school and DH a little bit at school. So, that's part of that's again part of his versatility and why he's here. But Sos can play a lot of positions. He's a good athlete. Right now we're just, waiting, when Andrew's going to be okay. We're lucky there's no breaks as far as we understand. It's pretty badly bruised. It hurts to run. Once it doesn't hurt to run, we'll be fine with getting Andrew back in the lineup. But this just gives other guys opportunities to play.
Other guys will have an opportunity to play tonight at Eldridge Park. Third meeting of the year with the Orleans Firebirds. Thanks a lot for the time, Schiff, and good luck in tonight's game.
Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate it.
That was the Manager's Show. We continue on the Anglers Extra pregame show, sending it back to Chris Fitzgerald.